Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over first and 10. At their own 40.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Number 24.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 53 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yard pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
56.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down at the...
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some room to run now. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17. watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to... get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Colts.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
3rd and long.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again. 3rd and long now. He'll get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and
down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. These two teams all tied after one.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score tied 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
The 27-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made by Bobby.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
34 on the carry.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Tackle made.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Colts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with 1 hand. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Broken tackle. Fights free yet again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Going for the deep ball, and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
I would say these defensive backs need a little bit of help from their pass.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50. Is the difference.
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The deep
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for number 87.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And this is caught by Watkins. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his third. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Leaping, and he makes the grab.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Peterson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have it.
They start the drive with Peterson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Shoves it away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Complete.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
In the end zone.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Another. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
On 2nd down now. It's Peterson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice complete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. There's that man again. It's complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A 57-yard gain. First down.
He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the throwaway. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.